When you hear a show tune from the great white way, does a shiver run through ya? Well, we're giving them to ya. Sing hallelujah and shout hooray. Come on along and listen to Broadway to Main Street. USA.
Yes, he can. Yes, he could. And today, yes, we will. This is Larry Maslon, your host for Broadway to Main Street, here on 88.3 WLIW FM, Long Island's only signature, one-of-a-kind, individual NPR station. Well, if you listened last week, you heard Sammy Davis Jr. at 100 Part 1, and today, shockingly, is Part 2, very appropriately, because tomorrow, December 8th, would be Sammy Davis Jr.'s 100th birthday. How about that? So we're going to serve up 54 minutes of the best of the best. Golly, we could do several episodes, but let's at least cram in what we can. That number you heard, Yes, I Can, was cut from Golden Boy, which was the 1964 musical he starred in on Broadway. 9 songs and a prize fight at the end and a Tony nomination and a very serious event for what was previously a Vegas entertainer. I mean, the most talented man in show business, but he hadn't done serious acting work until Golden Boy, a wonderful Strauss and Adams score from 1964. So today we're going to look at what happens to Sammy Davis Jr. once he moves to Broadway and conquers it in that fashion. Golden Boy was the only musical of the 1960s, really, until Hair, I guess, at the end of the decade, that dealt at all with the civil rights movement. And here Davis plays a prize fighter who's up on the rise, very much the way Cassius Clay was back then. In that time, and he gets sort of called out at a press conference, and he sort of shoots back in a song that's not only tailored to Davis's immense talents, but is pretty sharp on its own merits.
Colorful copy, Mr. Drake? Why, sir, you don't know how colorful I done been. When I was very young, brand new upon the scene, had no experience. That's right, I was green. Then I grew up a bit, found out a thing or two. Sometimes I'd get unhappy. In short, I was blue. As far as politics goes, I never turn red. I'm smarter than you might think. And every time I've been told, boy, you're good as gold, say I'm just tickled pink. I've tried all sorts of shades, put them to the test, but I look at myself and black suits me best. Black is chic, always correct for the house or yard. Black is neat, it goes with everything and doesn't try too hard. Black is basic, you'll agree. As the Duchess of Windsor would say, black is me. Well, I've been yellow at times, I'm sorry to say. Yes, I've been afraid to fight. Drake, I've been scared as can be. But take it from me, Daddy, I ain't never turned white.
So when I'm old and gray and I'm heading
for my last rest, guess I'll still have to say that black, not Kelly green, but black, not tangerine, but black. That's B-L-A-C-K, dig, black. Suits me. And that's it. Lorna and Joe, somehow it sounds so right. Somehow you feel what I feel too. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. After all the nights of wanting you, lying there loving you, hating you, tonight I'm touching you, tasting you, world, you're gonna see. We'll make out somehow. Here's my girl and me. They can't hurt us now. We're gonna have it all. I'll love you every day. On a life can be so great for us. Here's our chance, it's not too late for us. Grab it fast or life won't wait for us. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you.
You make me
That was Sammy Davis and Paula Wayne, who played the white girlfriend of his manager with whom he has a doomed affair. A great duet. That's from the first Capitol recording, which he had to redo because his voice was a little fried, but we got to hear the original. Now, if you're a Golden Boy fan, as I am, you might not even know that he did the show off and on in Chicago and then London into 1968, and Strauss and Adams wrote an additional song for him when he was in London. Here it is, What Became of Me.
What became of me? Once I touched the sun, I won every prize in sight. I did it right, but who turned off the fun? What became of love? Oh God, I loved her so. She was what I lived for, what mattered a million dreams ago. So what became of me? Now my heart is cold. I held life in these two hands. I had such plans. Now suddenly I'm old. Where's that foolish boy that I used to be? He's nobody now. That's what became of me. It's not me at all. Someone took my place. Someone I don't recognize looks through my eyes. A stranger with my face. Where's that world of love that there ought to be? No one gives a damn. Just what became of me?
Sammy Davis Jr. recorded so many songs from the Broadway canon, particularly after he came back to New York. Sammy's back on Broadway and Broadway this, Broadway that. Here are two songs originated by his good pal, Steve Lawrence. Steve Lawrence and Edie Gourmet were neighbors in Beverly Hills. And here is a song from, ironically, the show that Steve Lawrence was nominated for a Tony for. That might be one preposition too many. Anyway, What Makes Sammy Run? Here is A Room Without Windows.
Doors, a room where no guide but I can spy the charms that are yours, like being marooned on an island far from civilized shores. You and me in a room without windows, I mean a room without doors. No bells will be ringing, no telephone calls, little well-secluded cell of ceiling and walls, while dozens of males sit and chew their nails and hate me because I am yours in a room without windows. Wow! A room without doors. If they say, friend, how would you like to spend the long hereafter? I tell them what we're after is a one-way ticket to a room without keyholes and a room with no view. We'd like to reside there, hide there for an era or two, completely wrapped up in each other while the whole world ignores you and me in a room without windows, no damn doors. Without keyholes and a room with no view. We would like to reside there, hide there for an era or two, completely wrapped up in each other while the whole world ignores you and me in a room without windows and a room with no doors. Whether I'm right or whether I'm wrong, whether I find a place in this world or never belong, I gotta be me, I gotta be me. What else can I be but what I am? I want to live, not merely survive. And I won't give up this dream of life that keeps me alive. I gotta be me, I gotta be me. The dream that I see makes me what I am. That faraway prize, a world of success, is waiting for me if I heed the call. I won't settle down, won't settle for less, as long as there's a chance that I can have it all. I'll go it alone, that's how it must be. I can't be right for somebody else if I'm not right for me. I gotta be free, I've gotta be free, daring to try to do it or die. I've gotta be me. I'll go it alone, that's how it must be. I can't be right for somebody else if I'm not right for me. I gotta be free, I just gotta be free, daring to try to do it or die. I gotta be me.
That was Steve Lawrence's big number in a 67 musical called Golden Rainbow, and he gave it to Sammy, and he said to Sammy, if a black performer sang it, it might have a lot more to say to the world at large, and indeed it did. And indeed it was also the title of a PBS documentary I wrote about 6 years ago called I've Gotta Be Me. Well, in our previous part one, I played some cuts from one of my favorite records, Boy Meets Girl, Sammy Davis Jr. and Carmen McRae. That was 56, 57. They revisit a decade later with each other on the Hollywood Palace variety TV show. And here they sing a knockout duet from Funny Girl.
So what say we give Barbara Streisand and Omar Sharif a bad time?
Well, let's try.
Okay. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world.
We're children, needing other children, and yet letting our grown-up pride hide all the need inside, acting more like children than children. Lovers are very special people.
They're the luckiest people in the world. With one person,
one very special person, a feeling deep in your soul.
says you were half, now you're whole.
No more hunger and thirst, but first
Be a person who needs people. People who need people are the luckiest people in the world.
I'm gonna live and live now. Get what I want, I know how. All that the Lord will allow.
One throw for the whole shebang. One throw, that bell will go clang. Though I'm alone, I'm a gang.
I'm on the target and wham!
One shot, one gunshot, and bam! Hey world,
Yes, Sam.
here I am.
Say, Sammy, don't tell me not to fly. I simply got to. If someone takes this bill, it's me and not you.
I won't bring around a cloud to rain on your parade. I'll march my band out. Lord, I'll beat my drum.
How about it, baby?
And if I'm fanned out,
Your turn at bat, sir.
well, at least I didn't fake it.
Well, I have so.
This time I think I made it.
But whether on the rose of sheer perfection or freckle on the nose of life's complexion,
The cinder of the tiny apple of its eye. I gotta fly once,
Yeah.
I gotta try once.
only can die once, sir. Right, sir?
Ooh, life is juicy.
You see, I gotta have my bite, sir.
Get ready for me, love, cause I'm a comer.
I simply got to march my heart to drummer. Nobody, no, nobody.
Nobody, no, nobody.
Nobody's gonna rain on my
That was Sammy Davis Jr. and Carmen McRae from a live television appearance on the Hollywood Palace in the mid-60s. And this is Larry Maslon, thrillingly, happily devoting 54 minutes to Sammy Davis Jr. at 100. He would have been 100 years old on December 8th. So we're looking at the second part of his career. Sammy was on the fringes of the civil rights movement. He became good friends with Dr. Martin Luther King. He performed in Selma. And, you know, this is an era where obviously the shadow thrown by the I Have a Dream speech provided a lot of aspiration and a lot of depth of feeling, particularly in the black community. And here he tackles two songs with Dream in the title. The first, a Brick Us Newly song, and the second, you'll guess what that is, and imbues it with his own particular spirit. Here is This Dream.
This dream, I had this wonderful dream where I win every battle I fight, and I kill every dragon in sight. Each night I lie awake and I wait for my dream. What a world I create when I dream I'm not lonely. It's a pity it's only a dream, but such a fabulous dream that I feel that the real world is really unreal. While the wildest of dreams can come true, they do, but they only come true in this dream, in this dream. Pity it's only my dream, but it's a fabulous dream where I feel that the real world is really unreal, and the wildest of dreams can come true. But they only come true, yes, they only come true in my dream, in my dreams, in my fabulous dreams, in my private dreams, in my dreams. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest, and the world will be better for this. That one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach, yes, to reach, oh, to reach the unreachable star.
That great classic from Man of La Mancha, rendered by Sammy Davis. His dream was impossible. He said, I'm black, Jewish, Puerto Rican with one eye. When I move into a neighborhood, it wipes it out completely. But this was his sort of zenith. He did the film of Sweet Charity. Bob Fosse directed it. And he played a small part. Big Daddy had one number in it, but he recorded 2 songs from Sweet Charity on an album subsequently. And it's a shame, really, if you think about it. It's the first time I think he ever tackled Cy Coleman. And boy, is his voice, is his demeanor so in the pocket for Cy Coleman. So here are 2 songs from Sweet Charity.
Super. If they could see me now, that little gang of mine, I'm eating fancy chow and drinking fancy wine. I'd like those stumble bums to see for a fact the kind of top drawer, first rate chums I attract. All I can say is wow, look where I am tonight. I landed, pow, right in a pot of jam. And what a setup, holy cow. They'll never believe me if my friends could see me now. If they could see me now, my little dusty group traipsing round this $1 million chicken coop. I'd hear those thrift shop cats say, brother, get him draped on a bedspread made from 3 kinds of skin. All I can say is, wow, wait till the riff and rap sees just exactly how she signed her autograph. What a build-up, holy cow, they'll never believe me if my friends could see me now. If they could see me now, alone with Mrs. B, who's waiting on me like she was a maitre d'. I'd hear my buddies saying, wow, what gives? Tonight he's living just like the other half lives. To think the highest brow, which I must say is she should think the lowest brow, which there's no doubt is me. What a step up! Wow, holy cow, they'll never believe it if my friends could see me. If my friends could see me. If my friends could see me now. Take a look at me now. Take a look at me now. Today I feel New York is really my personal property. Right down Broadway to City Hall. Every supermarket, every 5 and 10, all of Lincoln Center and the great UN, they're all my personal property. The zoo in Central Park is merely my private menagerie. I've carved my name on every tree. From Yonkers Raceway to Bowling Green, I own everything around and in between. It's all my personal property. The planetarium is mine alone. The old aquarium I also own. And since I feel today New York is really my personal property, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. Since I like you very much, so very, very much, I'm gonna give it to you. The planetarium is mine alone. The old aquarium I also own. And since I feel today New York is really my personal property, I will tell you what I'm gonna do. Since I like you very much, so very, very much, I'm gonna give it. Please let me give it. I wanna give it to you.
My Personal Property, a dropped song from Sweet Charity put into the movie. Sammy Davis Jr. live was an incredible experience. I personally did not witness that, but I've seen tons and tons of video. Here he is at the Coconut Grove with a bongo player doing an incredible medley of songs from West Side Story.
When you're a jet all the way from your first cigarette till your last dying day. When you're a jet, if the spit hits the fan, you got brothers around. You're a family man. You're never alone. You're never disconnected. You're here with your own. When company's expected, you're a jet. You're a jet. You're the swingin'est kind of jet. You're a jet. Now, we'll be expecting you, Tony, at the gym at 9 o'clock. Don't be late, huh? Could it be? Yes, it could. Something's coming, something good. If I can wait, something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great. Around the corner, or whistling down the river. Come on, deliver to me. Breeze it, buzz it, easy does it. Stay loose, boy. Got a rocket in your pocket. Stay coolly cool, boy. Go, man, go. But not like a crazy schoolboy. Just play it cool, boy. Real cool, real cool, real cool. Tonight, tonight, I'll meet my love tonight. Tonight there will be all shining stars. Tonight the world is filled with laughter. The world is filled with music. It's better than all right. Tonight everything's right in America. Everything's bright in America. But nobody knows in America. Puerto Rico's in America. Officer Krupke, we're down on our knees, 'cause no one wants a fellow with a social disease. Officer Krupke, what are we to do? Gee, Officer Krupke. The most beautiful sound I've ever heard. Maria, 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 Maria. All the sounds of the earth in a single word. Maria, 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 Maria. I just met a girl named Maria, and suddenly I found how wonderful a sound could be Maria. Say it loud and there's music playing. Say it soft and it's almost like praying. Maria, I'll never stop saying Maria. The most beautiful sound I've ever heard. Maria. In my own lifetime, I want to see the fighting cease. In my own lifetime, I want to see my sons enjoy the fruits of peace. While I'm still here, I want to know beyond a doubt that no one can lock us in or lock us out. We have climbed higher, much higher than I thought we'd climb. It's a long journey, and even though the end's in sight, there's not much time. I want to know we haven't built on sand. In my own lifetime, in my own lifetime, I want to see our efforts blessed. Yes, in my own lifetime, I want to see the walls come down, and then I'll rest. This Moses wants to see the promised land. In
Musical theater fans may know that song as the 11 o'clock number from The Rothschilds, originally sung by Hal Linden. And in the early 70s, Sammy Davis Jr. had a very brief Motown contract, and that's what he decided to sing. I mean, his identity as a black man was unassailable. He also converted to Judaism in the late 1950s, and everywhere in his persona was an aspiration for all human beings to do better and to achieve the impossible in their lifetime, which he certainly did. So this is Larry Maslon here at WLIW-FM, and we're wrapping up our Sammy Davis at 100 Part 2. I hope you enjoyed this. There are, I think, 5 or 6 other Sammy episodes of varying types on our website or on iTunes or on NPR One, so check them out. He sang show tunes his whole life. Towards the very, very end, when he was suffering from throat cancer, he went on tour with Frank Sinatra and Liza Minnelli, and he sang a song from a current Broadway show that he was dying to be in. He begged Hal Prince to let him be in Phantom of the Opera, and Prince said, "I'd love to, Sammy, but you're so distinct, you're so individual, it'd be very hard for audiences to see you as the Phantom." Well, he thought otherwise. So here in what is maybe the penultimate show tune he ever performed live. It's the great Sammy Davis Jr. Happy 100th birthday, Sammy. We're with you all the way.
The year is 1865. It's Paris. And there is a horribly disfigured man who lives underneath the Paris Opera in the sewers. In his particular labyrinth, he has rigged it so that he can hear what goes on, everything musically, vocally, in the opera house. One day he hears a girl by the name of Christine Daae audition. He falls in love with her voice. And he visits mysteriously through the opera house. No one ever sees him. He's a shadow. He looks at her and he falls madly in love with her. So much so that he kidnaps her one night and brings her down to the sewer. She is frightened beyond words, of course. But he has to tell her how he feels about her, his love that he feels. Meet, if you will, the Phantom. I am your angel of music. Come to me, angel of music. Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation. Darkness stirs and wakes imagination. Silently the senses abandon their defenses. Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor. Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender. Turn your face away from the gaddish light of day. Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light. And listen to my music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams. Purge your thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. Then you will live as you've never lived before. Softly, deftly, music shall caress you. Hear it, feel it, secretly possess you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know you cannot fight. The darkness of my music of the night. Let your mind start a journey through a strange new world. Leave all thoughts of the world you knew before. Let your soul take you where you want to be. Only then will you belong to me. floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Touch me, trust me, savor each sensation. Let the dream begin. Let your darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of my music of the night. You alone can make my song take flight. Help me make my music of the night. Christine, trust me.
Well, where is the time all gone to? This is Larry Maslon here at Broadway to Main Street. Let's catch up next Sunday at 3.
There's so much more embracing still to be done, but time is racing. Oh, well, we'll catch up some other time.